Today we are sewing 60-degree triangles, so let's get started. For this candy heart mug rug, you are going to need to select 2.5-inch strips. This can be scraps from leftover projects, in which I have selected a few strips in various pink shades. Then you are going to want to cut 56 2.5-inch 60-degree triangles. I am using the Creative Grids 60-degree triangle ruler by Krista Moser. Her larger and or the smaller ruler will work perfect for this project since we are only cutting out 2.5-inch triangles. Another ruler you can use is from Jaybird Quilts. Her rulers are perfect for this as well. I'll provide links down below in the description just in case you are missing out on some fantastic rulers. After you have cut out 56 triangles, we are now going to make a larger 4-patch 60-degree triangle. And go ahead and place your fabrics like so. Then you are going to want to flip this one over and sew a 1/4-inch seam allowance and press open. Now we are going to attach the left triangle by flipping them right sides together, sew a 1/4-inch seam allowance and press open. Lastly, add the bottom triangle like so and sew a 1/4-inch seam allowance and press open again. And now you have completed a Scrappy 4-patch 60-degree triangle. You are now going to want to make a total of 14 Scrappy 4-patch triangles. Then we are going to lay out our mug rug like so and go ahead and mix up your prints. First we are going to form a larger 60-degree triangle, followed by a half hexie on top, which will then give you half of your heart. So you're now going to repeat the same steps but to the other side. Then we are going to go ahead and start sewing everything together. I like to create sections, so first up I will take these 2 triangles and sew them together with a 1/4-inch seam allowance and press open. Then take the last triangle in this row and sew them together a 1/4-inch seam allowance and press open, and now we've created a half hexie. Now we are going to tackle the larger triangle and sew these 2 together and press open, followed by the top triangle and sewing them together to create another half hexie, but it's upside down. And lastly, sew the bottom triangle and press open, which now we've created a larger 60-degree triangle, and now you're just going to sew that triangle to the half hexie to complete your half heart. The next step is not necessary, but sometimes I do like to trim off my dog ears just to keep the mini block a little cleaner. And now all you're going to do is repeat the same steps but to the left side of the heart. Once you have completed both sides, we are just going to sew it directly in the middle and press open. Now all you'll have to do is then quilt and bind it, and you're done. If you are not sure how to baste your quilt, then all you'll need to do is add a larger piece of backing fabric and flip it wrong side up. I'm going to use basting spray to then spray all over and then add a scrap piece of batting on top. And then lastly, spraying the back of my heart to then place it in the center of your quilt sandwich. Now, if you are not a fan of basting spray, you can just skip the spray and layer everything again like so, but then add safety pins just to hold everything in place while you quilt it. Once you have quilted it, you are then going to want to trim off all sides of the heart. And lastly, add binding. For binding, I highly recommend bias binding, mostly because of the center concave point on the heart, but other than that, you are done. I hope you have all enjoyed this cute mini quilt that can be used as a wall hang, table topper, or a mug rug. If you could please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for your next project. But other than that, until then, I'll see you next time.